boom, ticky, boom, boom, ticky, ticky, wark. Hey guys, it's Eric the Penguin here. I had this episode idea that I wanted to kind of go over really quick, but it's not really a back and forth, so I decided to let Dustin sleep this one off. So what I want to talk about is WWE's booking of their women's division. Now let me be clear. The women's roster now is the best it has ever been. Period. I love not only the quality of the talent on the roster, but the amount. We've got 20-ish solid performers, and I want to see more of them, which brings us to point number one. Women do not get enough television time. You can't tell great stories. You can't showcase great characters if you're only giving them one match a week. You're just not affording them the opportunities they need to grow and glow. As a little Naomi reference for you there. But more importantly, what booking doesn't do is tell intricate, decent, amazing storylines that only the world of professional wrestling has the ability to tell. It's so unique to everything else out there, to every story delivery system that's available to people who crave this kind of entertainment. You know, we've got television shows with a quality of character development, interweaving story elements, and just so much color to the world and designs of them. It's unbelievable. Things like Phineas and Ferb and Steven Universe, Over the Garden Wall, these are aimed at children, but they still have these very real, very tangible characters and interactions between those characters, interwoven story threads, and great outcomes and arcs that you just don't get out of a lot of entertainment. And for adult entertainment, and I don't mean that on the pornographic variety, specifically speaking to things like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, Mad Men, House of Cards, we have so much that we can do and say, representing not just the world of professional wrestling, but just the world of storytelling as a whole. I am almost infuriated that we don't get amazing stories for these amazing women on a week-to-week basis. Sasha Banks is the boss, nay, the legit boss, more so than even Tony Danza and Bruce Springsteen. She is a character that needs to be larger than life and completely untouchable. She needs a couple of people around her that protect her at any given time, so that when she has the women's championship around her waist, you need to go through a literal parade of mini-bosses to even come face-to-face with her. So when we call her the legit boss, we mean that in a Dark Souls, Bowser King of the Koopas kind of way. She needs like Dana Brooke and Alicia Fox, people in front of her that can be there to quietly take charge of any and all threatening situations while she runs her mouth and shows why she has charisma and talent the world over. By the way, I am no script on this. I'm just fluttering off from the mouth here, so if it's a little disjointed, try to bear with me. Maybe on the other roster, you've got Charlotte, who's queen of her domain, in the same way that Sasha's sort of queen of hers. So, on her side, she's pulling the whole classy royalty thing, you know, daughter of Ric Flair. People bow to her whim. Backstage segments literally show other women cutting promos turn away from her, cower from her because of her presence. When she goes to the buffet line in the back where catering is, other women step out of her way and let her through first, with her not needing to say a word because the respect level is there. So you play her as a more quiet, domineering heel rather than a mouthy, show-off heel behind a wall of other talent that Sasha is. And then at the next Royal Rumble for the women, oh my God, the two queens of their divisions engage in battle for the first time in the crossover from Raw and SmackDown. And then you've got this real genuine, who do you want to win? They're both heels, but who are you choosing? Who do you like? Then you've got these great ways to take these interwoven stories from their respective brands and start crossing them over. You don't have to have somebody go, I want the belt, you've got the belt, end of story. You can have that too, but you can lock that in to a world of characters and storytelling. Maybe we get to my favorite now, Bayley. Her character is just like it's a child, right? She's a mark. She loves the world and the industry of professional wrestling, but she's like a little kid with the enthusiasm and energy that suits it. But what if you actually grow the character up? What if Bayley becomes like the teenager version of Bayley, where she becomes sort of ornery and wants to be left alone? She starts wearing black. What if, You know, she starts wearing like band patches on her jackets, you know, like the sort of stuff teenagers do. Hell, let her wear Paramore patches on her jacket. Tie it into her real life. I'm sure she'd love it. Then you've got the organic change from childish babyface into the organic teenager heel before having her finally go full circle again in another couple of years back to face once she grows up and realizes what's important. That way, you've got a character that literally grows through the natural progression of the character. Another one off the top of the head. Do something great with Nia Jax. She's so cool. She's got so much charisma. You can see it in spades on Total Divas. Why not give her a great story where rather than her being some domineering, quiet, big heel, why not make her like a badass representative of larger figured women? Why not? That's a great demographic, and she's an awesome person to do it. You could absolutely have a story where she's feuding with, God, I don't know, maybe, Nikki Bella, who could be making some mean-spirited tweets about women wearing her products, the new Birdie Bee line. You could do all sorts of cross-promotion there, where she's upset that larger women are wearing their stuff because it doesn't look good on them. And then you have Nia Jax come out on television and call her out for it. Absolutely. You could even go the full length of bringing back the idea of like a bikini contest. Nikki come out and say, well, I think I look better than you. Nikki's good at playing heel anyway, so this plays into her wheelhouse. And you have her challenge her in like a bikini or a bathing suit, just in general kind of contest, some sort of pose off. And yeah, Nia accepts it. Then the next week, Nikki comes out, and yeah, she's wearing some string tiny number that John Cena bought her. And Nia comes out, and she throws off her robe, and she's wearing something really cool and kind of skimpy, and she's rocking it, and she poses, and she's the look of confidence on her face. Absolutely. And then fucking have Nia win it. Have Nikki get mad at her for winning it and feel like it's unfair and that and this is what's great about the character is Nikki can come out of this at the end a face. You have people learn and grow, learn what their faults are and overcome them. Think about if Nikki came at the end of that and said, you know, I actually learned. Absolutely, you look beautiful. And then guess what? Do an entire publicity shoot line of Birdie Bee with full-figured women and maybe even have Nia be a star on that. She's got modeling experience. It writes itself. You could do so much. It would make the brand look good. It would make their storytelling look good. It would make booking look competent. It would make Nia Jax a star. It would use Nikki's strengths to the advantage of the company and for the first time in years outside of reality television. And fuck it. All of this can be used cross-promotionally on Twitter, on Total Divas, on Total Bellas. It's beautiful and amazing because it can do so much across so many boards and touch the hearts and lives of so many people. God, I love it all so much. I'm so sorry, guys, but I just wanted to let you all know how much I love it, and I wanted to share it with you and the WWE Universe. So thank you for your time. I love you so much. We'll be back in the next week with a regularly scheduled episode with Dustin back on the couch with me. And until then, have an excellent day. Boom, ticky, ba boom, boom, ticky, ticky, boom, ticky, ba boom, boom, ticky, ticky, work.